Welcome back to another Minecraft Skyblock video here on Akuma MC. The plan for today's video is we're going to be going ahead and setting up a spawner farm on our island so we can start making a decent bit of money. Currently right now we have pigs down, but we use them for manual grinding, and there's specific spawners that you kind of use for just making money from AFK. So if we go ahead and do /is stats, over time I've gathered a ton of stat points, and we need to upgrade our island upgrade for spawner upgrades, which essentially can get us better spawner tiers, and the ones you usually go for AFKing is iron golems, spiders, villagers, silverfish, witches, and then the rest I'm not too certain about, but those are the main ones you kind of want to AFK. So we're going to be going ahead and setting up a spawner farm today. That is the plan. So in island stats, let's go ahead, upgrade this. We have iron golems already, but I would like to upgrade this more, and we also need to get our spawner limit up. So I think we'll get our spawner limit up later, because I do want to get the actual spawners down beforehand. So let's go ahead and spend 4 stat points, and what do we get to here? We got the zombies, so now 7 stat points. We got the enderman, 11 for spider, 16 for villager. For blazes, which I really want, we're gonna go ahead and spend 22, so now we can actually use blazes instead of pigs, which is gonna be huge. So I got all my blaze spawners. We're gonna go ahead and replace the pigs because we rather be using blazes. I'll of course keep pigs down just in case I need some mobs. If the blazes aren't fully stacked up, that is probably a wise idea. If we look at my chest here, I have a ton of airdrops we can open to get more blazes because my alt has been collecting a ton of airdrops from Keals that I just haven't been claiming. So over like a week, I've gained so many airdrops, as you can see, and Keal crates, as you can see as well. We're gonna go ahead and start opening these, just get what we can get from all this. Ideally, I'd like to get spawners that are at least blazes and higher. That would be nice. So far, we've gotten 6 blaze spawners, which is really good for a starting point, and we're not even close to halfway done. Also, we got some XP finder books. We're gonna put that on our axe instantly to get a ton of XP. That's probably a good choice, because I believe farming logs gets a lot of XP with XP finder. It's a really good enchant. I am gonna keep putting away all these spawners that we aren't gonna be using for now, and let's go ahead and put some more blazes in. We have 55, not bad. I say we just go ahead, spam open the epic ones, see if we get anything good. We should get a lot of money in gems from this, especially gems. We were at 1.6 million, and now we're already at 1.2, 1.9 million now. Okay, so we're done with the epic ones. We got another 20 blaze spawners. You love to see it. We do have some robot eggs we'll probably open at some point here, but we need to go ahead and open up the ultimates now, which essentially are just better tiers compared to the epic ones. So we should get a lot better loot, more money, more gems. That's the ideal thing from these. We're at 2.2 million gems, which are gonna come in handy for our spawner farm today, so I can't really complain about that. And we got our first normal auto sell chest. We need one of those for our farm. Let's go. These can actually be used to sell loot for when we actually need to sell it from the farm, and we got another. Oh my gosh, what is my luck? Okay, so if I'm gonna be honest, that was actually some insane good pulls. Okay, and I think we're done with the airdrops. Perfect. Let's go into PV5 and put away the rest of these books that we don't need for now. We got even more blazes, so we'll place these down, and we're at 111. So at that point, I think we can just get rid of the pigs because it's pretty much the same amount of pigs I had before, but just blazes, so that's good enough. I think we'll claim our grinding shards because we kind of need to keep going on that and getting our setup. It's only level 2 currently. We're gonna salvage the chat color bundles, make 100,000 gems there. How much do these ranks make me? 26k plus these would make me 146,000. I'm taking that easily. With our XP currently, we are gonna go ahead and apply on our axe some XP finder. Hope they apply. There we go. We got the first one, and now we're out of XP, I believe. So we kind of just have to wait on that for the time being and get more of it, which shouldn't take too long. We'll get up there. We have a ton of pet eggs we should probably open as well, and I am gonna put my mythic pet for logging away, just so we do not mix it up with these. So we didn't pull a masterful from any of these pets, which is kind of unfortunate. It is gonna be good gems overall for the salvaging, so I can't really complain about that, but we have an overall stack here. Hopefully we can get a mythic or a masterful. Come on, not a single one, dang. I mean, I can't really complain. We're getting a lot of gems, which is adding up. We have 3 million already. Okay, we got 22 left. Let's open up majority of them. Okay, yeah, we didn't even get a single one. So now we're at 3.3 million almost if I salvage the rest of these. Something along the lines. XP finder to our axe. Let's go. There we go, level 2. All right, time for robots. The last thing I think we need to open. Let's just get through all of these. We got 30. Do we get any legendary? I'm guessing no, but we'll see. And I was correct. We didn't get a single legendary. Is what it is. I'll take what I can get. But now that we have a ton of gems, we can go ahead and invest in scrolls. I recently got a ton of scrolls here, some magic and loot. The magic scroll spawns more mobs from the spawners at a faster rate, I believe. And then the loot scroll gives more drops on the drop of the mob when it dies, which is really good. And I believe if you go into shop and go to the gem shop, you can actually buy them in here as well. And we do need to buy some fire scrolls. We're gonna buy like 3 of these for 150,000. And these basically kill the mobs for us, which is really good. I'm trying to figure out where I want to do the spawner farm though. I guess we could build it upwards because we have a lot of room to work with here. And then what we can do with this dirt is go up to a higher level of our island. I think we'll only use a stack and a half actually because we might hit height limit. At least I think. I may be mistaken. Actually, we're just gonna go straight up to Y200. That's good enough. So on this level is where the alt's gonna sit right here. But I need to make the spawner farm in like the center of 4 chunks. So we're gonna make it right here and the alt will kind of just sit right along here. So I created the island warp AFK, which my alt teleports to. So now what that means is it's gonna teleport up here eventually and then we can build the farm around this area. So in about 20 minutes, it should go up to the top, which is fine. So if I go IS warp AFK, we can get up to the top here. Perfect. So the one thing about my alt is it kind of floats just sitting here in the air because it's running off a console client. So it doesn't actually like stand in the proper position. So we don't need any blocks where it's going to be standing. Also, if you haven't left a like on the video, make sure to leave a like. I'd very much appreciate it. It gets the video out in the YouTube algorithm. We're going to go up, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to start placing the spawners underneath this, I think is the plan. And I think we need to also level up our island stats still to actually get better AFK-able spawners. So we'll do that here in a moment. So if we go to island stats, let's go here. And we need 29 points, which we do have, so we can get to silverfish. And then if we look again, we need 37, which we do have. And that's how high we can go. We can get to witches. There we go, level 10. So now we have up to witches. I'm also going to go into the gem shop and buy another loot scroll. Probably a good idea since we are going to be placing like 3 spawners maybe. Because we have witches, iron golems, villager, and then I think silverfish and spiders. So actually we need way more. Yeah, we're going to need way more. I guess I can manually get my alt up to the top here. So I am going to do that really quick. Okay, so the alt is sitting right here now. There we go. Perfect. Right in the center of the 4 chunks, pretty much. You love to see it. Now we're going to start putting down the silverfish. And we're going to put in the fire scrolls in here. So let's go ahead and put a fire scroll. And now when it spawns, it should die to fire. There we go, it's dying to fire, and then it should die fully and the items will drop. Now we're gonna do villagers, so let's go ahead, place this down. Fire scroll, perfect. And then we're also gonna do the witches and spiders. I don't know if I want to do iron golems, like I know it's good money, but I don't think I have enough spawner stack for that. I'm gonna go in shop and buy 2 more fire scrolls. Let's go ahead, place down the witches, put that in. And then iron golems, I'm just trying to think where I want to put these. I guess they could just go right above in the center here. We'll start with this chunk here and we'll just fill this all in, which we have reached our island spawner limit. Okay, so /is stats, do we have any more? We can upgrade this once, which I think gets to 400. Let's see. Yeah, we got 400 now. Perfect. So now we can place down the rest of those. Can we put the rest in? Yes, we can. And now I put in a fire scroll on that one and I need 1 more. So let's go into the shop and go to fire scroll. Boom. And then we put that there. And so in total, we need 6 of each different scroll, which they are upgradable, but I'm honestly not going to upgrade them yet because it's quite pricey to do so. So we are going to get 3 more magic and 3 more loot just so we can get the extra bit of drops in each of these. It's probably a decent idea to do that at least, just so we make a bit more money from our gems that we have invested into this. But as you can see, there's so many drops on the ground now. So one thing we need with the auto sell chest is I think a chunk hopper, and I think you get those from keys if I'm not mistaken. I want to preview and see. Yeah, you can get them from keys. So we need to get these chunk hoppers hoppers from legendary. So we're gonna open up 10 at a time and try and get some. Give me a chunk hopper game. There we go. We got 1. We need 4. So what I'm gonna do to make sure I maximize the efficiency is only use 2 auto sell chests. So we're gonna have 1 here, and we're gonna use 2 chunk hoppers on each of them. So we go ahead and put 1 here as well. Now we put a chunk hopper here, and everything that falls or dies should go into here when it dies from like fire. Yep, there it goes. It's going in the auto sell chest. Now we need some more of these keys, and we go ahead and keep opening. 3 more. We got 1, 2. Come on, give us 1 more. There we go. So now we put it on the back side. There we go. And then we do it on this side. So we put these down and we're done. All the loot on the ground I'll just pick up now because it's all just sitting here. But as you can see, all the loot is literally going into the chest, and then it's going into our, I believe, island bank. So if we do /IS bank, we can see that we have a 50 million limit, which we can upgrade in our island stats. It does cost a stat point to upgrade it, and I do have 2, so we're gonna upgrade it once, and then it costs 2 to upgrade it again, but we only get a 100 million limit now. At some point, I'm gonna have to upgrade that to the max. We did manage to get even more blazes, so I'm gonna go up to 128, I think it is, which we are 1 short. Okay, which I'll just keep opening a ton of keys and get the blazes. There we go. Perfect. And now we keep opening more keys. TV3, I'm gonna put all the chunk hoppers for future purposes. Oh, we got 2 guardians. Oh my gosh. I'll hold on to the guardians for now, but that is really good. Okay, so we're done opening the keys. We do have other types, but I think I'm gonna hold on to them for now. So with the witch spawners, I want to see on the loot scroll, if we go into /scrolls, we can upgrade it. So here, it's about 200,000 for level 2. I think I'm gonna do that for every single one of these, like on the outsides of the spawner farm. So it'll be around 800,000 gems, but definitely will be worth it. And we still got more, so I think we're gonna go ahead and grab out all the magic and do it to those as well. So we'll go ahead, start upgrading these, and there we go. We got all the magics done to level 2, and I believe they go to level 5, which is way out of our balance range, so it is what it is. I think we're gonna run out of spawner space though. So we're out of spawner space. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these iron golems here for other spawners in the future, and I'll hold on to these scrolls for the time being. Probably a wise choice. So the iron golems are gonna go in my PV for the time being. We'll keep a stack of them down, so 128, and then the rest of these villagers we'll place in. There we go. I just realized we can buy more spawners. I have a ton of money. How much is this for spawners? I think I'm gonna buy a decent bit of witches. Yeah, we're gonna buy 2.2 billion worth of witches. Let's go to the witch stack. Can we fill it all in? Yes, we can. I want to see if I can fill this up more. Like, how much can I put in? Let's grab 17 more. That filled that in. I swear we're almost close to maxing everything, like on our spawner limit, because we don't have stat points, so we can't really do too much about that if we have maxed that out. I'm gonna buy some more witches and see if we max it out. We didn't max it out yet. What? Okay, we have enough for 9 more. Can we place them? Yes, we can. Okay, we have 100 exact witch spawners. That's gonna make a ton of money. But there we go. We got our spawner farm working. Very, very good for a starter farm. We got the collection, or auto sell chest, you could say, working out perfectly for both of the sides of the 4 chunks. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.